All right, today we're peeling back the layers of one of the most powerful and maybe mysterious systems on your phone. We're talking about the Snapchat algorithm. I mean, it kind of feels like magic, doesn't it? You open the app and there's this constantly changing feed of stories and spotlights. But of course, it's not magic. It's a super complex system, and it's about to get a whole lot smarter. So let's start with how it all works today. Okay, so first up, let's talk about the algorithm you and I see every day. The whole point, really, is for it to act like a digital mirror. It's supposed to reflect everything you do, every tap, every swipe, to create a feed that's just for you. So how does it actually know what to show you? Well, it's all about the signals you're constantly sending it. You know, every single thing you do sends a signal. When you reply to a story or share a snap, that's not just an action. It's basically a vote. You're literally telling Snapchat, hey, this piece of content is good. It made me feel something. And that right there, that's the foundation for everything that comes next. And it's not just that you tap on something, it's how long you stick around. Think about it. If you watch a whole story from start to finish, or even better, you watch it twice, whoa, that sends a huge signal to the algorithm. Snapchat basically goes, okay, this is gold, and immediately starts trying to find more stuff just like it for you. The system also gets really specific about how you're engaging. Just think about your own habits for a second. Are you the person who's always playing with those crazy AR lenses, or are you more into just scrolling through quick, funny videos? The algorithm sees that, and it makes sure your feed is packed with the kind of stuff you actually like to engage with. And of course, in the world of Snapchat, everything is about what's happening right now. It's so fast-paced. So the algorithm puts a huge emphasis on new stuff. That's why your feed almost never feels old or stale. It's just this constant churn of what's new, what's now. Okay, and this is where it all comes together. The AI takes all those little pieces, your engagement, how long you watch, how new the content is, and it builds this surprisingly accurate predictive model of you. It's learning from every single thing you do, getting smarter and smarter, trying to guess what you're going to love even before you see it. But here's something that's really, really interesting. The algorithm isn't just one thing. It's more like a chameleon. It totally changes what it's trying to do depending on where you are on the app. So in Stories, its main goal is to strengthen your connections with your actual friends. But jump over to Spotlight, it's all about pure viral entertainment that gets a quick reaction. And then in Discover, it's a different game again. It's all about retention. They just want to keep you watching for as long as possible. Okay, so let's switch gears a bit, because if you're a creator, understanding all this isn't just a neat little fact. It's literally the difference between your content being seen by millions or just disappearing. And believe me, the rules of this game are getting a lot tougher. So, you want that little gold star next to your name? You know, the official verification? Well, just to get on Snapchat's radar, you've got to hit some pretty serious numbers now. We're talking a minimum of 50,000 followers. That's just the ticket to get in the door. So yeah, the days of getting that star with a small but super engaged community, those are pretty much over. And wow, this chart really lays it all out, doesn't it? Just look at the difference between before and now. It's not just that the follower count more than doubled. Now you have to have a public profile. You're expected to get something like 25 million views a month. And you've got to be posting consistently multiple times a week. What this tells us is that Snapchat is now betting on proven, consistent creators, not just one-hit wonders who go viral. But it's not all about the numbers. Snapchat is also looking at what you might call soft factors. They're asking, does this creator have a consistent vibe? Is their content actually keeping people around? And, super important, do they have a clean record with no copyright strikes or guideline violations? This is basically their way of weeding out the risky or low-effort accounts, even if they manage to rack up the followers. So, for anyone out there actually trying to get that star, the path is pretty clear. But let's be real, there are no shortcuts. You have to set up your public profile, you have to build a real content strategy, grow your audience authentically, and only then can you submit the form. It takes a ton of dedication, and you have to prove you can deliver day in and day out. But the payoff for all that hard work, it's huge. A Snop Star is way more than just a little badge. It's like a key that unlocks the whole kingdom. You get an algorithmic boost, you get access to actual monetization tools like gifting, you get way better analytics, and you even get a direct support line to Snapchat. We're not talking about a vanity thing here. This is what can turn creating content into a real, sustainable career. Okay, let's peel back one more layer because this is where we get a glimpse of the future. Snapchat is pouring a ton of money into a massive transformation.
They're trying to go from being just a social app to a full-blown information tool, and it's all going to be powered by a seriously advanced AI brain. $400 million. Let that sink in for a second. An investment that big tells you this is a massive strategic shift for the company. They're not just buying some cool new tech. They're buying a strategy to keep their, nearly 1 billion users from ever leaving the app.
So what does this actually mean for you and me? Well, that My AI feature is about to get a massive upgrade. Instead of just being a simple little chatbot, it's basically becoming a powerful search engine that you can talk to. You'll be able to get real, high-quality answers and recommendations right there in your chat window. And this quote pretty much says it all. The whole idea is that the future of search isn't going to be a web page with 10 blue links you have to click through. It's going to be a simple, direct answer delivered to you inside an app you're already using. Yeah, the end goal here is crystal clear. They want to make Snapchat so useful that you just never have to leave. Think about it. Whether you're doing homework, trying to figure out where to go for dinner, or even shopping for something, the goal is for Snapchat to be the one and only app you need. All right, now for our final layer. And this one's a little different. This is a big, thought-provoking idea coming out of academic research, and it could completely change the game for all social media, not just Snapchat. For a decade now, all these algorithms have been built to do one thing and one thing only: maximize engagement. Clicks, likes, shares, whatever keeps you scrolling. But what if? What if an algorithm could be designed to look for something deeper, something more meaningful? So researchers are actually building systems that can do this. They're using AI to analyze content and identify fundamental human values inside of it. Things like caring or tradition or security. The idea is that you could then tell the algorithm, hey, show me things that align with these values. Imagine having a feed that's curated not just to entertain you, but to actually inspire you. This would be a complete fundamental shift. Today's feed on the left is all about your impulses. It shows you what it thinks you'll react to. But this new idea, the value-aligned feed on the right, they could show you what you actually believe in. It's the difference between reflecting your impulses and reflecting your aspirations. It's crazy to think you could literally tell your feed, hey, show me more stuff about community and less about individualism. So as this kind of technology becomes reality, we're all going to face a really big question. What kind of digital mirror do we actually want to look into? The one that shows us what we want in this exact moment, or one that shows us who we want to be in the future? That's definitely something to chew on.